Hello students, welcome back to the maths class. Last time we have covered in the chapter of lines and angles some definitions we have covered. We have seen types of angles, types of line segments, and we have covered first question of exercise 6.1. Now we are going to start the remaining question of exercise 6.1 and the subsequent solved examples. Okay, so we shall cover the solved example also here. Let us see the second question of exercise 6.1. In this question, first we shall read the question here. In the figure, line xy and mn intersect at O. Means you can see the line xy is passing through O and line mn is also passing through O. Okay, and we have given that the value of angle POY is equal to 90 degree. And one more thing we have given in the question, A ratio B. A is the value of angle POM. Okay, and B is the value of angle XOM. So in short, they are saying the values of the angle by A and B. Similarly, one of the angle is given here as C. So we can say that here A and B, when A we are dividing by the angle by the value B, then we get the answer 2:3. Okay, so first we shall mention the given things over here. First of all, the given is what is our given here. Okay, so given is, we can say that lines xy and mn, line xy and mn, they are intersecting at O. Okay, so this is the first thing we can say, intersect at O. That is one thing. Second thing, we have given that angle POY is equal to 90 degree. Second thing we have given here, A ratio B is equal to 2:3. Okay, now what we need to find out here, so we shall mention now second thing here, to find, we need to find out here the value of C. So write down here to find as C. Now as I told you earlier, when we shall write down to find, we shall mention here solution. So now I am writing the solution. Okay, now first of all students, one thing you see, angle POY is given to us as 90 degree. Suppose if I draw a figure for you, this is a line XY. Okay, and on line XY we can say that this point is O, which is making the angle of 90 degree. So observe, if this angle is of 90 degree, the angle adjacent to it will be also of 90 degree. How? Because the angle XOY is, total angle is 180 degree, because angle XOY is a straight angle. Okay, and then from 180 if I subtract 90, remaining will be 90 degree. Or else we can say that PO is perpendicular on the line XY, therefore on both the side it will make the angle of 90 degree, right? So now we can see the, we can write down first of all that angle as 90 degree, and before that we shall utilize this given A ratio B is given here 2:3. Now ratio means what exactly? For example, suppose if I say I have two values 15 and 20. Okay, now these two values, this can be any we can say cost of any item, or it can be any thing. Okay, but I have these two values given to us. Now if I divide 15 by 20, okay, so by what number I can cancel? 5 3s are 15 and 5 4s are 20. So see, 5 was the common element between 15 and 20, and now I can say that the ratio of 15 and 20 is 3:4, that we can say. Okay, suppose if I want to write down this one in the form of proper ratio, So how I can write down 15 ratio 20 will be equal to 3 ratio 4, that we can say here. Okay, the same thing is given here as A ratio B is equal to 2 ratio 3. Now suppose from the ratio given to me, if I want to get again back 15 and 20, suppose this value is given to me, right, 3 ratio 4, and I want to get again the original value, that is 15 ratio 20. How I can get? We know that here common multiple was 5. So in 3, if I multiply by 5, I will get 15. And similarly, in 4, if I multiply by 5, I will get 20. So here common multiple, we are knowing it, and we can simply multiply and we can get the value. But in this question, what is a common multiple? Means by which value they have divided A and B, that we don't know. So here we shall take a common multiple as x, and then we can say the value of A will be equal to 2x and B will be equal to 3x. Okay, so let us first of all take the value of A and B in the terms of x. So here first I am taking the values of, let me rub this one. Yes, so first we are taking the values of A and B over here. 1 minute. Yes, now write down, we will write down here as, yes, we will write down here as, let a common multiple be x. Therefore the value of A will be here 2x, comma B will be here 3x, right? Now further if I go, then we can say that since angle POY is given to us as 90 degree. Okay, so we can say that therefore angle, which angle I am talking about? The remaining angle, the angle adjacent to POY. See, POY and angle POX both are forming a linear pair, we can say, or you can say their line is perpendicular. So that angle will be also 90 degree. So here I will write down therefore angle POX will be also 90 degree. You can write down different reasons. I am writing here linear pair. Okay, so linear pair of angles, both are forming a linear pair. One angle is having 90 degree, so sum is 180. From 180 we subtract 90, it will become 90 degree. So value of angle POX is equal to 90 degree. Now for further, suppose if I say angle POX is made up from angle A and B, so it is not wrong completely. You observe, if I compile A and B, it will form the angle POX. Okay, so here we shall write down in place of angle POX as A and B. So we can say that it can be A plus B is equal to 90 degree. Now we shall put up the value of A and B. Value of A we have 2x and value of B we have 3x here is equal to 90 degree. Now 2x and 3x if I add, it will become 5x. So 5x is equal to 90 degree. Now if I go further, so it can be 5 is in multiplication, it will go in the upon. So value of x is here 90 upon 5. So 90 upon 5 will become here 18 degree. Okay, because if you divide you will get 18. So therefore what will be the value of A? A will be equal to 2x, means it can be 2 into 18. So therefore A will be equal to 36 degree. Similarly, B will be equal to 3x, right? So it can be 3 into 18 and hence it can be equal to 54 degree, right? Now we got the value of A and B, but we don't require the value of A and B. What we required in the question? We required the value of C. So see, here one thing you observe, the MN line we have given in the question. We have written in the given also, MN is a line, and see at the point O, it is forming two angles. Observe clearly. At the point O, it is making two angles. One is B and second one is C. Now if I join both of them, observe it is forming a semicircle, and we know that if two angles form together a semicircle, or if they are compiling in such a way they form a line at the base, okay, their non-common arm form a line at the base, we can say that these angles are called as the linear pair of angles. Observe angle B, non-common arm is here OM, and angle C, the non-common arm is here ON. So we can say that their non-common arm is forming the line, and hence these angles are of linear pair of angles. Or else we can join B and C. See, both the angles are forming perfectly a semicircle. So these angles will be called as the linear pair of angle, and these angles sum will be 180 degree. Now we can write down further in the solution also B plus C will be equal to 180 degree. Here reason we can write down linear pair. Okay, now already we have the value of B. What is the value of B? I have 54 degree plus C will be equal to 180 degree. Now further if I go, 54 will go on that side. So C will be equal to 180 minus 54. From 180, if I subtract 54, then it can be C will become 126 degree. So I think this is your required answer in the question, and hence this question gets complete. You can make a box around it to highlight your answer in a proper manner like this. Okay, now let us see the next question. The next question is given here as third one. So in the third question, see the figure is in front of you. What they are saying further, that we can see in the figure, angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. Two angles are given equal. Then prove that angle PQS and angle PRT are also equal. For example, if I say this is my angle number 1, this is my angle number 2. This angle I am supposing 1, this angle I am supposing 2, this angle I am supposing angle number 3, and this angle I am supposing angle number 4. It is not compulsory you suppose the angle, it is just I suppose because figure is in front of me, and by renaming the angle it will be little more easier for us. Okay, so let us write down the given again in our proper terms. So given what we have here, first of all we will write down in triangle PQR. We have given that basically one triangle PQR. Okay, which two angles are given here equal? Angle PQR, that is our angle number 1 now, is equal to PRQ, so that is angle number 2. So we can say that angle 1 and angle 2 are given equal. Now in the question what we need to find out? We need to find out here angle PQS. Observe, angle PQS is my angle number 3rd, and angle number 4, that is angle PRT. These two angles I need to prove equal. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. Okay. Let us start the proof now. Now remember, the heading will come to prove and then proof. Okay, first of all, we shall write down since SQT is a line. We can say that it is forming a line perfectly. Okay, so therefore I can say that angle 3 is angle 3 plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degree. How we can say? By linear pair. Okay, because you observe, if I talk about both the angles, again you observe, if that both the angles, we can see they are forming a perfectly a semicircle. You can observe. Or if I talk about the proper definition, so observe angle 1 and angle 3, they are two adjacent angles and their non-common arm QS and QR are forming a line. So therefore these angles are linear pair of angles. So angle 3 plus angle 1 we got as 180 degree. Now in the similar manner, if I talk about angle 2 and angle 4, okay, so we can say that angle 2 and angle 4 will be also having the sum 180 degree. So here we shall write down second one. Similarly, angle 2 plus angle 4 will be equal to 180 degree. This can be also done in the similar way. Okay. Now, equation number 1 and 2, observe, they are having the same right hand side. Right hand side here also 180 and here also 180. So we can say that their left hand side will be also equal. So we can say further by equation first and second, angle 3 plus angle 1 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 4, right? Because if RHS are equal, LHS will be also equal. Now see, in the given already we have angle 1 and 2 are equal. So in place of angle 1 you can write down 2, or in place of angle 2 you can write down 1. That is your choice. So for example, 1 I keep it as it is, and in place of angle 2 I am writing angle number 1. Okay, the reason we can give from here, it is with the help of given. Now you observe one thing in this question. Angle 1 and angle 1, same term, lie on either side of equation. Either side means one lie on LHS and one lie on RHS, or you can say on different side of equation. If absolutely same term lie on either side of equation, then both the terms will be cancelled, and we can say that here angle 3 will be equal to angle 4 that is remaining. Okay, so this was only required to prove. If you want to write down in a proper name. The proper name is, one angle is angle PQS and one is PRT. Okay, so we can say that, or angle PQS is equal to angle PRT. Okay, this was required to be proved. So at last we can write down hence proved. So this was a third question of your textbook. Now let us see the fourth question. In the fourth question, see what we have given. In the fourth question, as you can see, the figure is in front of you. They are saying that x plus y is equal to w plus z. Then prove that AOB is a line. See, students, if you want to prove that a given object as a line, for example, suppose I say this is a line given to me, but mathematically it is not stated anywhere, it is a line. Okay, suppose I say this object we have given that AOB, and we want to prove that this one is a line. So how we can prove? For example, from the point O, if I draw one ray, okay, and if I say this angle is 1 and this angle is 2. So normally how do we use linear pair? In the linear pair we say that if AOB is a line, means angle 1 and angle 2, the common arm I can say here OC. Okay, OC will be the common arm of angle 1 and 2, but OA and OB are the non-common arm. If non-common arm is forming a line, then angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to 180 degree. In the contrary, we can say that if the sum of angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree, then AOB is a line. Okay, I will write down the statement. We can rub it afterwards. So see, statement number 1 is, if I say if AOB is a line, for example, if it is given to us, means basically what we have given here, the non-common arm OA and OB is forming a line, then we say that the sum of angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Okay, statement number 2 will be the opposite of first one. We can say that if two angles, for example 1 and 2 is equal to 180 degree, so we can say that then AOB is a line. Okay, so we have to prove here AOB is a line. We have to utilize this particular statement. We need to prove anyhow angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Observe here angle 1 and angle 2 are not given, but x and y we have given, or w and z we have given. So we need to bring here either a sum of x and y or w and z will be equal to 180 degree. We can say that the AOB will be line. So our target is now to prove either a sum of x and y, either a sum of x and y or a sum of w and z, that we need to prove as 180 degree. Okay, so now let us see how we can prove it. See, first of all, let me rub this one, then we can start the proof of our question. Yes, let us start now the question number 4th. Okay, in this question, see what we have given. First, we shall write down the given things over here. So, in the solution, in the proof, I am writing first one as given. So, in the given, we can say that in figure, we have given that. In figure, we have given that x plus y is equal to w plus z. Okay, then what we need to prove here? Write down to prove. We have to prove here AOB is a line. Okay, now let us start the proof. So remember one thing what I have said to you. If I want to prove that AOB is a line, then sum of x and y or sum of w and z we need to prove equal to 180 degree. So first what we have given here, we have given that x plus y is equal to w plus z, and these two things are equal, that I am supposing equal to a, because the sum of these two things and sum of these two things will have a same value, so that same or common value I am taking as a. This one I am giving as equation number 1. Okay, now observe, we can say that since, see, suppose if I say one line is there and one more line is there. or suppose if I do not take the another line, but if I make certain angles on that, okay, suppose if this angle I have made, observe this angle, this angle, this one downside, and this angle. If I give the name 1, 2, 3 and 4, okay, and if I ask you what is the addition of all four angles, so you will say definitely all four angles are forming a circle, so it will be a complete angle and hence its value will be equal to 360 degree. Same thing is happening here also. See, if I join the arc from here in the same manner, okay, and from here in the same manner, the arc of z was little lesser, or the arc of x was little lesser, to create a difference between the two angles. But if I join it properly, see, it is forming a circle. So we can say that the sum of all four angles will be equal to 360 degree. So first we'll write down x plus y plus w plus z will be equal to 360 degree. Reason can be given here, complete angle. Okay, now we will make a pair. One pair I will make of x and y. So x plus y is in one bracket. Similarly, w plus z will be in another bracket. Okay, is equal to 360 degree. Now observe the equation number 1. What is the value of x plus y? You observe the value of x plus y we have considered as a. So x plus y I will replace by a. Okay, and similarly w plus z also I will replace by a, is equal to 360 degree will be as it is. Here reason can be given by equation number 1. Okay, now a and a you add, it will become 2a. So 2a will be equal to 360 degree. Okay, so what is the value of a? A will be equal to 360 divided by 2. Okay, so what will be the value of a here? We can say that the value of a will be equal to 180 degree. But what is the value of a? Value of a, as you can see in the equation number 1. Okay, I will show you the first equation. See, in the equation number 1, a is equal to either x plus y, or it will be equal to w plus z. Okay, so we can take any one. So suppose if I take x plus y, so I can say that, or a I will replace by x plus y is equal to 180 degree. Here I can say again by equation number 1. So now you observe, as I told you earlier, I need to bring the sum of x and y. Observe now in the figure. Observe the sum of x and y I brought here 180 degree. So we can say that the non-common arm of x and y, that is OA and OB, are forming a line. Okay, so we can say that therefore AOB is a line. You can say that by converse of linear pair axiom. Okay, linear pair axiom, what they say, the sum of two angle will be 180 degree if non-common arms form a line, but here it is opposite. Okay, so converse of linear pair axiom says if the sum of two angles are 180 degree, sum of two angle is 180 degree, then we can say that it forms a line. So by converse of linear pair axiom, we can say it is going to form in such a manner. Okay, so hence it is proved. So at last we shall write down hence proved. Let us start now the next question. Okay, the next question is given to us as question number 5. In the fifth question, see what we have given. In the figure, POQ is a line, ray OR is perpendicular to the line PQ, OS is another ray lying between OP and OR. Prove that angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. Okay, so first of all, we shall write down the given things. Okay, what we have given in the question. So first, in the question given is, the first given is here, POQ is a line. One thing. Second thing, we have given that OR is perpendicular to PQ. Okay, and anything else we have given? They are saying another ray lying between OP and OR. So that is not required to mention. Basically, these two things are given to us. Now, what we need to prove here, that we shall mention. We need to prove here as angle ROS is equal to 1 upon 2 into the bracket angle QOS minus angle POS. That we need to prove it. Okay, now let us see how to prove. So we shall write down here first of all the proof. Okay, in the proof, see, first you see we have given that, yes, first you see we have given that since OR is perpendicular to PQ, right? So since OR is perpendicular to PQ, it will form the angle of 90 degree on both the sides of OR. Means we can say that angle ROQ and angle POR, or you can say angle ROP. Both the angles will be equal to 90 degree. That is our equation number 1. Yes, now let us see how we can go further. So first of all, you see we have given that the value of that two angle is equal to 90 degree. Okay, and now I am going to consider the one angle who is the addition of another two angles. For example, suppose if I take the angle QOS. Okay, observe angle QOS is the addition of angle SOR and the addition with the angle ROQ. Then it will form the angle QOS. Okay, so angle QOS I can write down, one angle is angle SOR, or you can say angle ROS, and second one is angle ROQ. Okay, this reason we can say by angle addition axiom. Okay, however it is not compulsory, but if you write down that will be more better. Okay, because if you add any two angles which who are adjacent to it, they form the another angle. Okay, so here our two angles are, one is SOR and second one is angle ROQ. Okay, now let us see how we can go further. First of all, see angle ROQ and angle POR both are equal. So I will continue with the same equation. Angle QOS is equal to angle SOR, okay, plus angle ROQ. I will replace it by angle POR because both the angle have the same value and hence they are equal. So it is again with the help of equation number 1. Now further if I go, so angle QOS I will keep it as it is. Okay, since in the question in place of SOR we required ROS, so I will write down this one as ROS. Now Observe the angle POR carefully. Angle POR is also the sum of two other angles. Which two angles? I will mark with the double line so it will be clear to you. One angle is angle POS and another angle is angle SOR. Observe these two angles. If I add angle POS and angle SOR, we will get the angle POR. So here in place of angle POR, I am writing here first angle is angle POS and second one is angle SOR. Once we can check, see the first angle in the figure POS and second one is here SOR, right? Now here we can do one thing, angle QOS we can write down as it is. Angle POS I can bring on this side, so it will become negative, and angle ROS I am writing as it is, and SOR I have written that also I will write down as angle ROS, okay, because SOR and ROS will be same only, and this angle POS I bring it on the left hand side, so it will become negative. Now I will write down the right hand side first and left hand side afterwards, although both are equal only. So now ROS plus ROS will become here 2 times of ROS. So 2 times of angle ROS will be equal to angle QOS minus angle POS. Okay, now 2 is in multiplication, it will come at the place of denominator. So value of angle ROS will be equal to 1 upon 2. Then in the bracket angle QOS minus angle POS. Okay, because that 2 is in coming in denominator, I am writing as in the form of fraction. Okay, so that is also possible. So this was required to be proved in the question. Sometime the student get confused how to solve this question in the examination. So students, remember the initial line. Okay, this one QOS will be equal to angle SOR plus angle ROQ. If this line you remembered very well, then easily you can solve the question in the examination too. Okay, now let us see quickly the last question of today's session. Then some questions are remaining that I will take next time. So let us see the question number 6. In the last question of exercise 6.1, we have given that angle XYZ is equal to 64 degree and XY is produced to the point P. Draw a figure from the given information, and further also they are adding if ray YQ bisect angle ZYP, then find the value of angle XYQ and reflex angle QYP. So first of all, our job in this question is to draw the given figure. Okay, so we shall start with the step by step. First of all, what they say, we have given that the angle XYZ is equal to 64 degree. So let me draw the figure first. Suppose if I draw one line in this direction and one more line if I draw it to make the angle of 65 degree. So see students, this I say we have given that the angle XYZ, I will give the name also first of all. So this point is, I say it is X, this point is Y, and this point I say it is given as Z, and this angle we have given as 64 degree we can see. Okay, right? So first information got over. Now what they are saying here for the XY is produced. So line XY we are starting from the point X, coming to Y, and then going in the left direction to produce a line XY to the point P. So we can say that first of all we shall draw one line over here, okay, from the point Y, and we shall produce a line xy till the point P. Okay, so somewhere on the line extended xy, we can say the line is coming to an end at the point P. Now that point P I will mark little later. We will complete the figure first. If ray YQ bisect angle ZYP, acha, we can mark the point P first over here, then it will be more clear. This point will be point P over here, that is set to us. Okay, now I think we can clearly observe one angle is ZYP. So observe, if ZYP we need to bisect, we can draw a line from the point Y. Okay, so we shall draw one ray from the point Y to bisect, to divide the angle ZYP into two equal parts. Okay, so I can say that this part, this angle and this angle, these two angles will be absolutely equal. This angle and this angle will be equal. Okay, so these two angles, for example, I can take it as x over here because both are equal. Okay, now we need to find out here the value of angle xyq and the reflex angle qyp. Let us write down the given things first. So here I can say in the given what we have given to us. First we can say we have given that the value of angle xyz is equal to 64 degree. That is the one given. Second thing, as I said to you earlier, this point is given to us YQ. Okay, so ray YQ is bisecting the angle ZYP. So the two angles, which are the two angles here? One is angle QYZ will be equal to angle PYQ. These two angles are given to us equal because it is clearly mentioned YQ bisect angle ZYP. It is given in the question to us. Now, what we need to find out in this question? So let us write down the second heading to find. We need to find out angle XYQ. Okay, and second one is reflex angle QYP. Remember, reflex angle we need to find out. In that case, we need to find out first the angle QYP. Okay, we cannot find out directly reflex angle. So first of all, we shall pay attention to find out the value of angle XYQ. XYQ. Okay, observe angle XYQ is going to form with two angle. One is X here and second one is 64 degree, means angle XYZ. Okay, so anyhow, first of all, we need to find out the value of X, then easily we can find out the required angles. So here we can write down, since P Y X is a line. Okay, how we can say that it is a line? Because already we have given that XY is a line and they are producing it up to the point P. So PYX becoming a line. So I can say that the angles forming on this line will form the linear pair. So who are that angle? First is angle PYQ plus second angle is angle QYZ and the third angle is angle XYZ. Observe, if these three angles I take together, they are going to form a semicircle. So here I can say that by linear pair. One correction will make it here. I think we have not taken the equal angle is equal to X. So in the given we can make correction. These two angles we can suppose equal to X and here write down C. So we are supposing the value of both the angles, since they are equal, I am taking their common value is equal to X. Now see angle PYQ. Angle PYQ I have again here X. Angle QYZ, that is also X. And the third angle we have here 64 degree is equal to 180 degree. Now further if I go, x and x will become here 2x. Okay, and this will be equal to 180 minus 64 degree. So from 180, if I subtract 64, how much it will remain? 116 degree, right? 180 minus 60, that is 120, and moreover 4 you subtract, so that will be 116 degree. Now 2 will come in the denominator, so value of x is here 116 divided by 2, and 116 divided by 2 will become here 58 degree. Now see students, we got the first answer. See, angle XYQ were required, and observe in the figure angle XYQ. Angle XYQ is equal to x plus 64. See, observe, this is our angle XYQ, right? And this angle is covering one value, that is x over here, and second value, that is 64 over here. Okay, so let us write down value of angle XYQ. We can say that now angle XYQ is equal to x plus 64 degree. So what is the value of x I have? That is 58. So 58 plus 64 degree. So now we can say that if I add both of them, I can say the value of angle XYQ is equal to 8 plus 4 12 would carry 1, 7 plus 5 again 12. So I think according to me its answer will be 122. Right? So this is our answer number 1. Now second answer. Let us see how we can find out. Here you can mark answer number 1. So it is easy for the examiner in the examination to locate the answer quickly. Now let us see what reflex angle they are asking. So we shall see that angle value do we have or not. Reflex angle they are asking QYP. Observe, where is Q? It will lie here. QYP. So this angle basically they are asking from us. It's reflex angle they are asking. Okay. So first we shall find out the value of angle QYP, which is already equal to x, and hence we can say that QYP is equal to 58 degree. Then its reflex angle we can find out. So see. First, I will write down here, since angle QYP is equal to x degree will be equal to 58 degree. So therefore, reflex angle QYP is equal to 360 degree minus angle QYP. Okay, because if I want to find out a reflex angle, the same angle I need to subtract from 360 degree. So 360 degree minus 58 degree. So 360 minus 58, how much it is? Reflex angle QYP will be equal to 302 degree. Okay, after subtraction it will come like this. So this is our question number 6 got complete, right? So now students, remaining are the solved example. In the next session I will take the solved example along with some concept of exercise 6.2. Okay, and some more question of 6.2 would be taken. Okay, thank you.